Hey Leo Seekers, welcome back to the Existential Shift and happy birthday. Yeah. So this will be our taroscope for Leo's energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and so on for the month of August for your birthday season. I'll be using the SpellCasters throughout. And let's see where it goes for my Leos. Okay. Show me guidance and messages for my collective of Leo seekers for the month of August, please. Everything goes back direct, leaving the retrogrades. That's all I have to say. Yes, please. Now that I have an issue with internal energies, it's all I do. So when I go so deep and then I'm pushed even deeper. I didn't know there was even deeper than that. I didn't know. But I keep discovering new depths. Okay, Leos. What's going on? Quiet, huh? Patience. It's like that one time that the lion goes out to hunt. It's like telling his lioness, it's okay. Rest for a little bit. Let me do the work. Few things. Then he's doing it right. He's doing it once in a blue moon. You might as well do it right. Okay. But then he's not. I'm sorry. This is like from 0 to 100. It's like waiting patiently, waiting patiently, waiting patiently, waiting patiently, waiting too patiently, too long, and then jumping. But the prey is no longer there. You waited too long, and now you just fell into a hole in the ground. And you're like, but I've been patient. There is a thing called too much patience. And then there is a thing being too much in a rush. And then there is a thing being somewhat balanced. Patient when you need to be patient. Active when you need to be active. Listening to nature. Knowing when? I feel like knowing when is even more important than knowing what or even how. Not that they don't matter. It's all like big picture kind of thing, right? Too soon, too soon. Too late, too late. Listen. And what if it's not about being patient? What if it's about stalling and being afraid? But then recognizing it's about to slip through your fingers because you've been stalling too long. So you jump the gun and in the tower. So this could have been recently, or now that you're experiencing this. It's the first card out, eclipse season. So let's see what's further. Either way, time to go back to the foundations and fix what wasn't placed right. You know? Doing the work. Doing something slow and steady isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of quality. What do I mean by that? If you slow and steady water a plant once a month, for example. So you want to be slow and steady. You want to be responsible and taking it slow. The plant will die. You know that, right? It needs more water than once a month, or once in 2 weeks. Well, depending on the plant. Planet? Depending on the plant. Listen to the plant. What is the plant saying? Then if you really want to be responsible, slow and steady, water the plant the amount of times it needs to be watered. Just don't pour too much. Temper it. But pouring too much once a month as opposed to pouring water in a tempered way 2-3 times a week, whatever. Two completely different stories. By the end of the month, it's the same amount of water. But because you've divided it, tempered it, a little bit today, a little bit in 2 days from now, a little bit in 2 days from now, the plant will flourish. Is it your relationship, Leo? Is it your job? Is it your dream? Is it your health? Is it all of the above? Everything requires the same type of vibe that I just described. Now, obviously, an aloe plant will need watering once in every other week. But there are plants who need constant water. Constant. Not too much, not to drown it, but you know what I mean. So what does your job require of you? What is your partner requiring of you? Asking of you. Don't jump for the word require like it's controlling. It's what something needs to live and flourish. So it's a requirement, yeah. If you love it, you'll do it. If you don't love it, you won't do it. If you love it, but you won't do it because you're trying to prove a point, do you even know what love is? Let's keep going. This could be someone else in your life, Leo, that you feel is doing that to you, or this could be you doing that to someone else. We don't know yet. Reverse the roles. And here, once again, I had one card, the Tower, and an hour of shuffling. I'm just waiting for the cards to fall down. Quiet, 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 and then in the house. Quiet, 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 and then in the house. If that was benefic for you, we would not receive the Tower as the first card out. Please don't shoot the messenger. If that's the message that is coming in, something that is good for you to hear. It will help you balance things out. And if you don't resonate with it, that's okay. Oh, too many cards just fell. It's like, see? All or nothing again? No. Let's have 1 or 2 cards every now and then. And now that I refuse to take the all or nothing, here comes the Empress. So the thing about the Empress, the thing that makes her such a badass, isn't as much, of course it's obviously part of it, her abundance and fertility and prosperity and wisdom and kindness and creativity and feminine leadership and all that goddess-like energies. It's that she knows how to temper it and set clear boundaries to what requires and needs and is worthy of those characteristics of hers. Currently, the Great Mother's giving, kind, abundant nature, aka the cow, is being badly abused and used by society and by humanity. I just spoke about it yesterday in the live healing meditation that I did for the collective with all you my seekers. You can find it, it's on my channel. I chose to focus on cows and wolves and forests. And I feel like this energy of the cow, of the Great Mother, of the Divine Feminine, of fertility, of creativity and kindness, has got to learn how to set clear boundaries to energies that are 100% in, and then the day after 100% out. 100% in and then 100% out. Nothing can flourish that way. Also, this may be an earthquake. So if you live in an area, you might be experiencing this. If you're in the West Coast, maybe, or somewhere around the globe, that, you know, earthquake is a possibility. I think August may bring a little more of that. But it's lemons to lemonade kind of energy, because the Tower came first and then came the Empress. You'll make something good out of it. Whether it be a literal earthquake or something in your private life. Remember who you are. Leo, remember who you are. Remember what you have to give. Or remember the person in your life that might be represented by the Empress. Become aware of who they are and what they have to give. So whoever this is, this person needs to learn how to balance their behavior. This person needs to learn how to show that they require balance in their behavior. And hell, why not? I'll just say it. If you don't want to get pregnant, be careful this month. Because passion can lead to pregnancy. There is a lot of fertility here. So this might be relevant to you. This is the Tower with the Empress. It's just, it's possible. Okay, let's keep going. All right, okay. 5 of Cups and 2 of Wands. Zigzag energy. From pessimism to optimism. From grief to joy. And Leo, if you have someone in your life that you feel is like, you know, doing the energy that I've described in the beginning, you know, from 0 to 100 to 0 to 100, this might be a reflection of your 0 to 100 when it comes to your mood of either the extreme aspect of it could be depression or, you know, deep pessimism, and a burst of optimism and joy. Now, I'm not saying it with judgment. Sorry for the silence. I'm not saying it with judgment. I'm just reflecting a situation where we constantly mirror each other. So whatever someone is doing that frustrate you, go within and be like, okay, what is within my energies that is similar to what it is that they're doing? And it doesn't have to be in the same field or in the same way. It could literally be like, okay, this person is in and out, and inconsistent and kind of zigzagging with you, maybe it's a possibility to consider. These are general readings, right? Maybe you want to try and work on your own emotional balance of jumping between really, really productive and proactive in your life versus being completely out of it. Temper your schedule, your daily mundane activities. Create a schedule. Decide when you want to wake up in the morning, what it is that you want to do. Instead of having one day that you're completely in bed and then another day that you're all over the place running around, every day let it be half-half or tempered, just like with a plant, only for yourself, the way you water yourself. Secret. I think I hit the nail on that one. I think that was the point that was trying to be made. That will inevitably affect reach to your environment's energies, especially if you're a woman. The feminine energies are always come a little bit before the masculine energies. They kind of are the creator. They birth the energy, the frequency, the vibe, the interaction. Even if seemingly on the surface, the masculine is doing the thing, it starts with something within you, inside, internal, either emotional and or spiritual, energetic, and so on, that is in that similar energy that manifests that. Like, they respond to us in that way. They don't know they respond to us in that way. They think it's their nature. Masculine. I'm sorry. David. You guys, hi. Masculine energies respond to feminine energies many times, most of the times, without even knowing that what they're doing is a result of a reflection of something that is going on within the feminine. It's just nature. The way energy of the yin versus the yang works. Right? First comes the empty hand, and then the thing that is in it is being shaped according to the shape of the emptiness. Right? The bowl, there's a bowl, and then we pour cereal in it, and they take on themselves the shape of the bowl. Same. Similar. Oh, card flipped here. Hello, King of Swords. Hi. So King of Swords, the Libra energy, balance, the scales, equilibrium, which is good. It's exactly what I've been trying to portray. And now, bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands called out. And here we go again. From diplomacy, the energy of the Libra, or a air sign that is very cognitive, and communication and equilibrium, being even, to egoic, battle-like energy. You know what this is? This is when someone is like, oh, I'm just being even and, you know, balancing the scales, when they're actually being vindictive and petty and passive-aggressive. Oh, you did this to me, now I'm going to do this to you. I'm just serving justice. No, you're just being egoic and vindictive and petty. That's not justice. That is not justice. That is not justice. that's childish. And harsh. Depending on the levels, verging on cruel. And interestingly enough, the only feminine character that I have here on the table is the Empress. Everyone else is like masculine energies that are either depressed, then optimistic, but then balanced and righteous and diplomatic, then competitive and egoic and petty. The only reason this feminine is managing to survive this is because she is the Empress. But here's the thing about the Empress. The Empress doesn't do things because she can. She does things because she wants to. How long will she continue to want to? Test it. In case it's you. Finally, I got myself a fan. Yay. Okay. Let's keep going for Leos. 10 of Swords. This energy will pass this month. After the 10th, things will be calmer. This is not to say you need to just wait around and still acting like a whatever, or handle people, or be okay with people doing this to you. It means you should, I advise, to do the work, balance the scale in order to not have these energies leave you in such a painful manner rather than maybe in a calmer manner. It's up to you. But it will leave this type of energy. Someone who's being very harsh and petty with you, it will stop, and then you win. You don't know how it will come to pass. So if several options. If you're in a situation with someone that it could be a coworker, it could be, I hope it's not romantic, because this is very non-loving energy that is really disrespectful and in and out and caring and loving and then disrespectful and harsh. It's just really not flowing, but obviously it could be, unfortunately, that this is a romantic energy, but it could be anything. So if this is not romantic, the individual who's being harsh and zigzagging and petty and vindictive, something will happen to put them in their place or whatever, and it will completely stop. And then you'll feel elevated. And finally in your happy place, like, well, yeah, but like serene and secured place. If this is romantic, then whatever has been making this individual behave in that way will give its final blow and leave its life, thus making room for you to flourish in that relationship. For both of you, actually. This energy, the Six of Wands to the Eight of Wands. Okay. Things are starting to look much better. So July 31st, August 1st, Mercury goes direct. Yay. August 11th, Jupiter goes direct. We will all be able to communicate and breathe easier by then. But this is not to say that you need to like hide in your cave until then. That would mean that you're not actually doing the work that the retrogrades are asking you to do, because you're now encountering the people, the situations, the experiences that are supposed to help you look within and realize things about yourself. If you're just in hiding until this energy passes, then, you know, we learn about each other through the reflection in other people's eyes, our own reflection in other people's eyes. So we see how people respond to us. We see what people say to us. We see how people behave next to us. And in retrograde season, it allows us to learn. But if you don't go to school, you won't learn. The school of life, right? So yeah, be cautious with your, be more mindful and thoughtful with your communication, but don't not communicate. Just work on the tempering of it. And if you'll do it right by then, that's when it will flow really, really properly. Beautifully, actually. Something you've been waiting on for a long time that, you know, that has been feeling good, and then it's not feeling good, and then it's working, and then it's not working, will start working. But you need to put in the work. And then, you know, practice your swimming. So once the stormy sea cools down, you'll be able to swim. Because if you're just waiting on the beach, on the shore for the storm to pass, but you don't know how to swim, so even if the storm passes and the waters are completely calm, you go in there and it doesn't matter. You're still going to drown because you don't know how to swim. So relating to your relationships, work, endeavors, maintain in a tempered manner your connection. And then you'll see really great results. I think even towards mid-month. Come back to this reading around mid-month of August or end of August, because that's when you'll really be able to see how it spoke to you. Do the same thing for now for July's readings. I recommend that. Not just mine, whatever favorite readers you have, you know. If you had a video that really, you know, hit the nail on something, go back to it in After Effects to see. Okay. Page of Cups. Show me more. And it's right under the Five of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Once things start flowing, don't get ahead of yourself and lose yourself in the, don't indulge in it. Because you indulging on it, going back to being at ease, say you did the work, right? And then things started flowing really, really great. And then you're like, oh, okay, now everything's great. And then you're like, now let's indulge on it and do whatever we want. That will bring up super red flags to the other person, like PTSD kind of thing, like, well, as a reminder of how it has been. And they will start feeling itchy, and it will put them in a dilemma, while you are going to potentially be in you know, arrogant maybe place, or maybe again it's someone else. You can swap the roles. I'm not necessarily saying it's you. I don't know, you know, right? Well, someone might be in a taking for granted, an arrogant place. The other person will quietly be like, oh, again it's happening. Oh, again it's happening. And at that point, I don't see another conversation. I see someone, because the Two of Pentacles, once the decision is made, There won't be another conversation. That isn't a case where maybe you already had several conversations, attempts to resolve things, and then things have changed and started working out really well, but then someone goes back to their... After that, I see the other person not even bothering with the conversation. And here we have the Nine of Cups. So if you possibly, potentially, maybe take my advice, you'll have a wish fulfilled. Nine of Cups. You'll feel like a damn genie that gives itself his wishes. It's kind of fun. Yeah, it's up to you which direction it will take, Leo. Nice. Okay. Let's see your extended that I'll do right now. Show you the cards a little bit. Okay. So let's take these twos and the fives, right? Repeating, and the major arcanas. So I'm going to continue this in the extended, and I'm going to also do a new Celtic cross, and then I'm going to finish up with runes. And I'm going to do this right now. Guys, if you want, you can book a private reading with me. The information is it's all in the information box below in the description box. You can book a private reading with me. You have the link to the extended that I will do right now. There's a buy all option. Even if you're getting this when there's only one video uploaded, as I upload the next extendeds, it will just be automatically added to your purchase. There's also the 2019 Ministers of Magic and Yippee-ki-yay Tarot Masterclass. If you want to learn tarot or learn how to do what I do, via Tarochi, check out my tarot classes library. It's online, it's easy, it's cool. So, it's all there. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Happy to have you here. Press the subscribe button. If you want to receive a notification about your video coming up, press the bell button right next to it. That should do it. And have a happy, happy birthday. And I will see you in a second extended.